As the 65th anniversary of D-Day approaches, the National Memorial, built to honor the pivotal World War II battle, is in a fight of its own just to stay open.
Clearly, we do need some help, and I think that the time to have it is right now, today.
The memorial sits atop a hill in Bedford, Virginia. It was placed there because the community lost more people per capita on D-Day than anywhere else in the country. 19 of the men who fought from the town were among the thousands who were killed on the beaches of Normandy. However, 8 years after the facility opened to an audience of more than 20,000 people, including then-President George W. Bush, the memorial is the victim of a poor economy and other circumstances and may not make it through the summer.
Well, depending on what happens at the gate and the rest, probably 2-3 months, maybe a little longer. And then we'll have to dismiss the people who work for the foundation and get about the business of doing whatever's necessary to close it down.
As it stands now, the memorial is not in debt and generates about $600,000 a year, but it needs more than $2 million a year to keep operating.
It's a dreadful gap, and we have one way of filling it, and that is through the largesse of donors who support us.
However, the poor economy has cut its fundraising by nearly half, and there is a dwindling number of D-Day and World War II vets who flocked to the memorial when it first opened.
These are hard times and for these kinds of places, and historical tourism as a national trend is very, very poor right now.
Local officials say they don't have the money to support it on their own, and they shudder to think that they may lose it.
I'm the eternal optimist, and I don't see that as an optimist. As a pragmatist, I do recognize that there are fiscal limitations to what the memorial can withstand. The possibility is there, and I choose not to think about it, but as a pragmatist, I know that that is a real possibility.
Visitors to the site say closing the memorial would be an insult to all those who fought on D-Day and continue to defend the country now.
We need to keep this open, if nothing else, to remind our future generations, the kids that I teach on at Bedford Elementary being a prime example, about what it costs.
Oh, I think it absolutely devalues the efforts of the men and women who participated in this battle.
McIntosh says he's hoping a benefactor or university will come forward. Ideally, he says, the U.S. Park Service would take them over, but he knows that's not a simple task. Until then, he's hoping to raise $5 million that would allow them to stay open for several years and prevent this place from becoming another memory. Diane Kepley, The Associated Press.